空港に着いた時からワクワクが始まる。飛行機の迫力、空からの景色、気持ちはぐんぐん高まっていく。空旅にしかないハイな気分があるんだ。 ANA。
穏やかな風とともに揺られて京急に乗って自由気ままな一人旅。自然の美しさに包まれた三浦の街はどこかノスタルジックでとても温かく、私に元気をくれる。
いらっしゃい。
こんにちは。
こんにちは。
お魚すごいですね。
全部これ岬です。
長く続くお店から新しいお店まで、美味しいものから自然に触れる体験まで溢れている。
気持ちいい。
心のざわめきが風や波とともに穏やかに消えていく気がする。心地よい三浦半島。
空港に着いた時からワクワクが始まる。飛行機の迫力、空からの景色、気持ちはぐんぐん高まっていく。空旅にしかないハイな気分があるんだ。 ANA。
Welcome to day 2 for the Fly ANA Windsurfing World Cup. This morning we got up hopeful that we would get racing underway today, but the wind really didn't show up. But mid-morning it started to turn on and all the racers went on the water. So with the wind 7 to 10 knots on the course, they gave it a go. And Heat 1 got underway. 7 Japanese riders in it. But in the end, the wind was not stable enough and it got cancelled. And unfortunately, that was it for the day. The wind never came back and we are off. But that wasn't the end of the action, because the local Japanese freestyle crew put a show on in the towing. So the boys in the freestyle have got some skills, but who in the racing has got the skills? Who should we be looking out for this week? Let's go and find out. Okay, so we're here with Tajima, who is our local expert. This guy, I think you were top Japanese 2 years ago. You did the full PWA tour last year. Where did you finish overall?
Last year I finished, I think, 17th in overall ranking, and I had a really good experience.
Okay,
yes.
So we're going to use him to find out who are the local, well, not the local talents, the Japanese riders, because we've got, what, 27 riders, all Japanese, so there's a good turnout. Who are we looking out for? Who should everyone at home be looking for?
Okay, so there's a lot of couple guys, but I think I can list out the top riders in Japan, who's always in the final heat for Japan racing.
Yeah.
First, I think you guys should watch out for JPN6, who is Anami Kenta. and he's really good in all conditions. We're here with Anami Kenta, who is ranked #1 Japanese rider, and we will ask him what's his goal for this event. And what's your goal?
いや、いいの、今回の目標は、日本人1位と、ファイナル出場したいと思ってます。
Okay, his goal right now is to become #1 for Japanese competitors, and his final goal is to be in the final heat, and he wants to have a good result.
In the women's fleet, have you got much information on those girls as well?
Yes, I have some. First, I think you guys go watch out on Anayama. I think JPN 311, I guess. She's also been in the long tour for PWA. Okay, we're here with Japan #1 ranking for women's, Anayama Mio. She's JPN 311, and I'll be asking her what's her goal for this event and who will be her rival for Japan rankings.
目標はファイナルに行くことです。ライバルは一番ずっとよく会うのはサナちゃんなので、サナちゃんで。はい。
So she's saying that her goal for this event is to go to the final heat and have a good result. People should watch out for the Japan IQ foil team. There's 3 guys. First guy is Tomizawa Makoto. He's JPN 11 who went to Paris Olympics, and I think he's been going like 5 times Olympics for Japan team. Okay, we're here with Tomizawa Makoto. He's JPN 11 and he's been in the Olympics for 5 times, and we will ask him what's his goal for this event. ゴールを目標をお願い。
ゴール、マテオ・イアチーノに勝つことです。
Okay, so he said his goal for this event is to win against Matteo. So he wants to beat Matteo.
What are you thinking about the wind this week? Because obviously it was a bit disappointing today. We were hoping
Yes.
to see that morning wind. Any predictions for the rest of the week?
So I was hoping also to have good wind because I don't like pumping race. And I think it's because maybe the temperature went too high. The wind died. But I think the other forecast, it looks cloudy. So if we're freezing and we feel cold, I think the wind should come in too.
So
I'm
tomorrow looks good.
Yes, I'm hoping tomorrow. But I'm not sure yet. But I think Monday we will be able to do for sure. So the last day will be good, but I hope we can do more racing before the last day.
Okay, thanks, man. Thanks for the info.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so that's it for today. The forecast for tomorrow morning does look good. So stay tuned to the live stream because we're going to be seeing those guys in action.
ありがとうございました。
Day number 3 here in Japan for the Fly A&A Windsurfing World Cup. And yesterday, I promise you, the wind was coming. It is delivering. Everyone is rigging up and we are getting ready to go. So it's took till day 3, but we are going to have action. Everyone's rigging up. We're going to have a walk around the pits, see if we can bump into any of the major players, find out what they're rigging. Let's see. Bruce Wayne, John Wayne from Hong Kong. Yeah. What are you rigging?
I'm rigging the 8s for maybe probably light wind conditions.
How windy do you think it is?
Maybe for now, I think maybe at 12 or 13 knots.
Okay, but we're on.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Excited?
Sorry?
Are you excited?
Yeah, a bit excited and looking forward for some good races.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck.
All right, good one. Let's have a look. Let's see what we're going to bump into. Probably going to run some sails. Skip over here. Boys, ready for some action?
Yeah, finally. It looks good. I think it's on the not on the edge slide, but I think we're going to have some action.
What are you rigging?
8.3 and 7.6.
Front wing?
Big, 550.
550. Big. Everyone's a big.
Let's go big or go home, you know.
Okay. All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Ready?
Ready.
No crashing over the finish line?
Nah, not this time. This time I'm just going over the finish line. They may be celebrating afterwards, huh?
I think that's probably...
It was like a beginner mistake, you know? You learn out with it, and then...
Never like celebrate before the finish line.
Yeah, because you have to go over with control over the line. Not like jumping and doing a half front loop.
Good luck, man. Good luck. Right, let's have a word with the big dog. Look at him. He looks serious. He looks ready. He's got some, he looked very serious. Pensive.
You know, we've been waiting for the wind.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Sails are rigged. Wind is coming in. Wee-oo.
Excited for foiling?
Very excited.
Really?
Yeah, no, I mean, we're racing. Racing is always fun.
Okay.
So it's more fun than freesailing, that's for sure.
Any tweaks? Done anything special?
No, just as usual. Just last event of the season, trying to give my best, and I think I can push through 14th, 13th in the overall ranking if I do well, and that's kind of the goal for me.
Okay. Good luck. Who do you think is going to win the world title?
Thank you. Well, I think it's going to be Matteo, Pierre, Amado, or Maciek.
Staying on the fence. Staying on the fence. We like it. Hang on, the wolf is there. The wolf. It's too far for me to jump. The wolf, come over here. He's got longer legs than me. Is the wolf ready?
I'm ready.
Jesus, he's tall.
Yeah.
What are you rigging?
I'm rigging my big stuff, so 80, 90. Right now it should be fine, but let's see how it develops. Right now I'm really optimistic that we go out on the water soon.
Yeah, goals for this comp?
Cause some upsets.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's the goal. Be up there.
You can do it.
I can do it, especially in these winds. I know I'm really competitive, so I'm pushing hard today.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you.
As you said, pushing hard, world titles on the line. How many races are we going to get at this competition? Could that make a big difference? Could this be the only day racing? It could be. If it is, there can't be any mistakes from the top guys. Scotty Stallman, are you going to cause some upsets today?
Might do. I'm feeling like it.
Oh, he's feeling like a couple of
last
upsets.
last event of the year, so
why not?
All in.
All in. What you rigging?
8.2, 7.4. I don't think we'll need the 6.3, but you never know here.
It did increase yesterday, didn't it?
It's kind of just full of surprises, I would say.
Good luck.
So let's see. Thank you very much.
All right. We're walking through. JC, here we go. This is the master predictor. We might have to just spin around because the sun's pretty harsh there. What's your predictions? You made some predictions before this competition.
Yeah, so Matteo, Pierre, pretty obvious, but I'm going with the
top three.
Going with the favourites this time. I want to finish the season with a win, so I'm going. Yeah, favourites, playing it safe.
In the women?
Women, I went Justine Letemea. Second was
Erzin?
Lena Erzin, and third Mario Mortafon.
Ooh, the comeback.
Yeah, playing it safe again, but I want to go like full house to finish the season.
Any money on this?
I've put everything down on it.
So the house is on the line.
What are you up to this morning, Ben? You're taking us all around all the people, are you?
I am just taking you around, just placing the bets. We're getting ready. We've got a few more people. We've got
money over there.
Money's over here. Money. I didn't hear Van der Veen on your predictions, JC.
Hey.
Are you ready?
Morning. I'm ready. I'm looking forward to race. Finally.
Goals for this competition. Obviously, chance of a podium.
Yeah. Realistically, I'm not the fastest on the course, but my goal is to really focus on the starts and the jibes, and then see what's possible.
Anything can happen.
Anything
it's
can
not
happen.
looking like we're going to get many days of racing.
No.
So
it's all or nothing.
Yeah, any mistakes will be punished. So you could be causing some upsets.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Okay, good luck.
Thanks.
What are you rigging?
7.0.
That's your biggest?
No, I have 8.0 as well.
Okay.
But I have everything ready, or making everything ready. But for now, I think 7.0 should be good.
Okay, good luck.
Thanks.
We've literally just losing everyone because they're going to the skippers meeting, but we've got Mr. Johnny Sukas. We can have a quick word with him. John Sukas, he looks like he's stressing. He looks like he's, I don't know, fiddling around with stuff. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I just broke a button at
no.
the 7.6. Yeah, the cross button, and I don't have any spare.
Oh, God.
So yeah, I have to check for a button. I have to find one.
You got new foil for this competition? Feeling fast? I've been hearing rumours you're going quick.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't really line up with someone, so I don't really know. I got it like almost a week ago, so yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. But I'm looking forward.
Well, you've been going quick, up in the top 10 at the moment.
Yeah, I'm
That's
up.
your goal, I guess.
Yeah, just to stay there. That's the goal. That's
Okay,
the goal.
good luck.
Thank you.
There we go. Okay, skippers meeting going on. We're going to go to that then. Probably by the time you see this, we're going to be straight into racing. We missed a few of the big dogs, but trust me, they are nervous. Okay, so there we go. That was the runaround before, and we're actually already into racing, just coming up to the end of race one, I'm hearing. So this is the finish of race one. It looks like Colombo from Switzerland will take the first win, or has he still got a boy to go? No, we're still in the race. Okay, so Colombo. I'm just trying to work out exactly where we are. I think this is boy number 3. So Colombo leading at the moment. We should be having the GPS tracks on as well. But it's definitely Colombo leading from Switzerland. He was leading the race yesterday. It looks like we've got some great conditions out there today and this morning on day number 3 here in Japan. So great to have racing finally underway, and it looks like we are in for a great at least morning of action, and then how far it goes into the afternoon we'll see. This is the last jibe mark for Colombo. Looks like it's going to be an easy qualification, but as I say that, he nearly goes down on that mark. Looks like we got Tajima by the looks of it in second place on the Neil Pride. We spoke to him yesterday. Looks like Tajima. Oh no, 801. That is definitely not Tajima. 801 is Kuragano. So he's going well today, Kuragano. Then we've got to Japan 75, which is Tajima in third place on the other Neil Pride. That makes sense. And then Japan 28, a little bit further back, which is Kaku. So that will be your 4 riders qualifying. Although Japan 69 is having a bit of a battle. Looks like the battle for 4th is on. Kuragano and Tajima will get 2nd and 3rd. Oh, there's a big crash on that last reach. We just saw someone get absolutely annihilated there. And 4th place looks like it will be Japan 28. So Kaku is going to take that spot. Yeah, looks like it will be Japan 28. Again, we'll have to wait for the official confirmation. The GPS is pretty good, but obviously there can be a few issues. But we saw a big crash there. So that is race number 1. Signed, sealed, delivered. Bomb. Oh, whoa, that was heavy. Heavy on the 0.7. Ouch. Was that Japan 69? It was a big crash. I'm just looking for the one sort of track that went to 0, but that was heavy. So we are in for definitely a good morning of racing. Hopefully we'll get through this first elimination nice and safely. Again, not too much wind on the forecast. It's looking good on the last day, and it's looking good today. Tomorrow, not looking so good on the forecast. That doesn't mean we're not going to get breeze. They don't need a lot, and here we go. Second start is already underway. Heat number 2, we've got Noah Vinter in this. Keep your eye out for him. He's on the Patrick. We've got Yamada also, I think, on the Patrick. He's had a bit of a change of sponsors. I thought he was on Duotone last time, but we'll have to check that. We've got Nakajima. Tomizawa on the Severn. He's the guy that we're tipping, probably one of the better Japanese riders. Obviously been to the Olympics 5 times, which is crazy. And that is, I think, Noah Vinter on the Patrick, just going over the top of Tomizawa. Tomizawa is Japan 11. So Noah Vinter, Tomizawa. And it is Yamada on the Duotone. So maybe, I thought someone said he changed sponsors, but doesn't look like it. It looks like he's still on the Duotone. And then we've got obviously that battle for 4th place, but looking good from Noah Vinter out in the lead. The bay here in Tsukihama is known for being a little bit shifty. So we can have a few kind of random gusts coming through, and they can cause a few problems. It makes for some exciting racing because the angles are changing all the time. But Noah Vinter looking very comfortable at the moment. We got Tommy Zawa in 2nd place. Then we've got Yamada in 3rd. And then Japan 182, which is Makoto. So I think we've got a couple of the young Japanese riders coming through. We did hear about that from Tomizawa. He's training a few of the IQ foil riders up into the foil slalom PWA style. And he was tipping a few of those guys to do well. Oh, there we go, on the no cam, on the inside, on the Liberty rig. We were speaking with Sue the other day. He said, keep an eye out for my boys on the no cams. And that was a great jibe on the inside there. But Noah Vinter, obviously one of the more experienced PWA riders. Well, one of the younger PWA riders, but experienced in this fleet with the Japanese guys, just leading the way at the moment. Tomizawa looking very solid in second. Yamada, obviously one of the guys from Japan who's been doing the tour the longest. And they said he've had a new bit of a lease of life these last year or something. There we go, Japan 40, sitting in 5th place at the moment. He's got 4th in his sights, which is 182, which is Makoto. But Makoto does a good jibe and stays ahead. Japan 40 is Kojima. It's not over yet. One mistake in 4th. Kojima could come through. For anyone who hasn't seen the eliminations at the moment, we've got one early round, then we go into the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and then runners-up final and final. So full fleet here in Japan. Really good turnout from the Japanese riders. I think there's nearly 30 altogether, which I think is a great turnout. Good to see. Here we go. That was the last mark. Is he going to make it round? But Noah Vinter wins it. Tomizawa in 2nd place. Yamada will be 3rd. And it does look like Makoto will stay in 4th place. Yeah, in the end, Kojima not quite getting lucky with a mistake from Makoto. Makoto keeps it together and he will qualify. Good to see though, no cam giving the full race boys a little run for their money here. Looks pretty comfortable. I've got to give the Liberty boys a bit of a shout out because they took us out for food the other day. So maybe it was tactical, but it worked. Definitely getting more coverage. Although to be fair, we went to a restaurant where you have to cook your own meat. But probably the best meat in the world. Right, heat number 3 is up next. Again, more Japanese action. We've got Riegler, who we spoke to earlier, from Austria in this one. And I was having a bit of a laugh with him because last time he raced, he did have a bit of a crash over the finish line after pre-celebrating the win, or the qualification, and then didn't qualify because he celebrated too early. And it all went wrong. So here we go. This is heat number 3. So Kimura, Koinda, we've got Kanagami, we've got Akita, Riegler, Takeda, Yoki, and Inu. Oof, look at this, hotly contested. Looks like Riegler doing pretty good here. Austria 7 is going to go round in 1st place. 2nd place looking very solid on the inside, good line. Another good one in 3rd as well, hotly contested. Then we've got the Loft and a couple more Saverns. So maybe this is a couple of the IQ foil guys. Oh, it was close there. Japan 16. Kanagami just going inside. But it is Japan 562 we're seeing on the GPS, which is Takeda, sorry. We've got Japanese John Sky, Japan 57. Kimura, we've seen that name before. And then obviously Japan 5, which is Ikeda. Riegler leading at the moment. Again, it doesn't look like that on his GPS, but we know Riegler is leading. Obviously something not quite working out with that GPS. That's what we have to be a bit careful for when we're a little bit blind on the sail numbers. You can see there's a fight here though. 550. Just bringing up that rear. .562. Actually looks like he's a little bit behind on Japan 5. So this is the first round. If you are staying up late in Europe, let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, who do you think is going to win the world title, who is going to win here in Japan. Obviously, the two might not be connected. Mateo Yukino in the men does have a healthy lead, and in the women, it's pretty much open. Obviously, Justine Lemaitre won the first round in Guadeloupe. Oh, it's light on that mark, but not a good jibe has put them in a bad position here, and these boys are going to foil through. Oh, it's a disaster. I think that might be 562 who's dropped back there. That could be Takeda. So that was could have been a costly mistake. This is Koinda, I think it is, Japan 22. Yeah. He's been doing, I mean, he was one of the first Japanese riders that we used to be commentating on the fin stuff. He's cracking on a bit, but still going well. Riegler's going to win it, though. Then we've got Kimura, Koinda, and Japan 5, which is Ikeda. So it looks like the top four is pretty solid. But Riegler does win it. No claiming this time. Japan 5 in second place. So that GPS not quite correct. Ikeda. And then it looks like Koinda on the loft in third. Well, I think we'll have to wait for the official results. I'm not sure that GPS was giving us the accurate data there. But we'll be going up to heat number 4 next. Like I said, when these official results do come through, I'll let you know. So yeah, Vinta, Tomizawa, Yamada, Makoto. Yep, that's what we saw coming through. We had the first one, which is Colombo, Kuragano, Tajima, and Kaku. Yep, that's what we saw. And then I'll read out the official results on this next one. But we are already coming into that first mark on the 4th round. The 4th heat of this first round. We should have the Wolf up in the front, I would imagine. He looked like he meant business this morning. Looked super on it, super focused. Keen to maybe cause some upsets. And he knows these are his conditions. He's a very tall fella. And he was putting in some great results on that first day of racing in Silt. You know, really mixing it up with the big boys in the top, you know, the podium places. So he'll know that. Coming into this first mark, it will be the Wolf that's going to be leading. We've got Anami in this. We've got Kenta in this as well. So both of those, which I didn't realise are brothers. So they've got different names on here, but that's actually how we're calling them at the PWA, but they actually have the same name. So it's probably good they don't have the same name on here. But Japan 6 is Kenta, which is the brother of Anami, which is Japan 60. Obviously, Anami been doing the PWA for quite a long time. Won the youths the 1 year, if I remember rightly, a few years ago now. Very good on the fin. That was more his thing. And then I think his brother is more into the foil. But we've got the Wolf leading. Fabian Wolf, round in first place, looking very solid. He likes these conditions, he said. Looks like Kenta in second place on the 0.7, so Japan 6. Then maybe Anami, maybe his brother in third. Difficult to see, just seeing the Severn sail. But we know he's on it. And then it looks like we've got a Patrick in fourth place. We've got Wayne from Hong Kong in this one. Old Bruce Wayne. Japan 52. Japan 52. Who's that? We've got Katsuro. I won't lie, I've lost a bit of confidence with this GPS because we've got Japan 6 here in about 5th place, which I know is not correct. And the Wolf is in second, which also isn't correct. So I'm not quite sure how this is working. I'm sure they're working on it. It's a Japanese system, obviously. It's usually good for helping us out, but it can be confusing when we can't see exactly the sail numbers. You can see the speeds though, which is getting up to 50 odd kilometers an hour. Ooh, a little touchdown there. But from what I can see on the course, we've got the Wolf in first. It looks like Kenta in second place. And then it would be good to see the third and fourth close up. But it looks like the Wolf and Kenta is first and second at the moment. Kenta, as we saw in the highlight video yesterday, he is the leading rider in Japan at the moment. Number one in Japan on the foil. Then the rest we need to work out. I thought it might be Anami in third. But again, difficult to tell from this distance. So the Wolf wins it. Let's kind of stay there and see if we can see the sound numbers as the guys go over. So yeah, it's definitely Kenta, Japan 6 in second place. And then who is on the Severn in third? That's Kenta. Qualifies through to the quarterfinals. Yeah, that is Anami. I thought so. So Anami, which is Japan 60 in third. And then Japan 2. Not easy to see. 317, is it? He's got the Insta360 on the helmet, so we might be able to see some onboard footage later. But the Patrick, we're not going to see from that angle, but the Patrick is the fourth place rider. What's the other view? Ooh, no chance. Okay. Well, I'll, as soon as I can try and work out that sound, I'll let you know. So, official results from the last one. Riegler, Ikeda, Koyinda, and Kanagami were the official top four from the last round. And we're going straight in first to the quarterfinals. This is when we get the seeded riders coming in. So Rikoski, Huber, Storman, Preen in this. We've got Colombo, Kuragano, Tajima, Kaku. Could we see some upsets? Could we see Colombo, I think, cause an upset? That would be my prediction. Obviously, talented rider from Switzerland. Been to the Olympics. Obviously does the IQ foil. He's handy in the slalom, and this has looked like we've got some great action coming up. Look at this. Where is Colombo? Well, it says here he's in fifth place at the moment. We've got a GA up there, which is Scotty Storman as we come into the first mark. Yeah, difficult to see from that angle. It's a great jibe there. Let's stay on the drone for those jibes so we can see exactly where we got. But Storman's in that all-important fourth spot, and it looks to me like it's Nico Preen who is in fifth place. So Colombo is up there. Yeah, we got to be careful with this GPS. It's just not working. GPS has Preen in second, and I can clearly see he's in fifth place at the moment. So not sure that is that helpful. But definitely Scotty Storman in fourth place. That's the battle. Preen and Storman. We've got Hooper on the Patrick. We've got Colombo on the Patrick. And we've also got Maciek, Rakowski. That's your top three. So it looks to me like it's Hubert, Rakowski, Colombo. Oh, Scotty Stormer not with a great jibe there and a good jibe from Preen. It's on right now. Preen goes up into maybe 4th place here. Scotty Stormer with the mistake, and that could be costing the Brit a place in the semi-finals. Nico Preen looking solid now. It's not over. We got 2 jibe marks to go, 2.5 reaches to go, and the battle for 4th is well and truly on. Big shifts usually here in Japan, which can make a big difference. Sometimes it's hard to make the mark, so you've got to, you know, put that into perspective. You can't go super low, because if the wind shifts, you're going to get screwed. So, Hooper, Rakowski, Colombo, and it is Preen. Storman trying to go on the inside. It's a good jibe from Storman, I think. He's right, put the pressure on here. This is not all over for 4th place. This is the battle. 4th is on. Hooper leading. Rakowski 2nd. Colombo in 3rd place. And 4th place is right on it now. Scotty Storman, Nico Preen. It's going to come down to the last jibe mark. Scotty Storman's got the inside line here. Look at this battle. Storman loses it. Storman absolutely loses it under pressure from Nico Preen. We've still got a jibe mark to go. Preen just needs to keep it high and dry, and he should safely qualify for the next round. We're not even going to see the jibe. Where is he? Is he made it? Has he made that jibe? Let's have a look at 4th place, if we can, from the drone. He's still up and riding. Wow, it's confusing, isn't it? We changed angle. Where are we? Okay, well, there's the top 3. Hooper, Rakowski, there he is. Preen is up and riding. So Preen will take the 4th spot. Rakowski will qualify. Colombo does obviously cause the upset, and it's Scotty Storman that pays the price in 5th place. But Hooper, a good qualification from him as well. Yeah, we need to stay maybe on that drone shot. I think it's definitely our best shot for understanding what is happening. But heat number 2, quarterfinal number 2 coming up. Mortafon in with a world title shot. It's definitely a little bit of an outside one. He's going to need a mistake from Yukino. But if he wins this competition, that is all he can do, and that is what he's aiming for. And obviously, he wants to be on the podium as well. No discards this year. So he's still got to have a good event to stay on that 2nd spot. We've got Cousin in this, Sukas. A lot of people looking at Sukas at the moment. He's definitely got faster and faster during the year. We've got Everard in this, another young one. Vinter, we saw what he was capable in that 1st round. He's had a warm-up. Tomizawa, Yamada, and Makoto. So could Vinter cause an upset? That was what we saw from his teammate Colombo in the last one, pushing Scotty Storman into 5th place. Vinter will definitely be gunning for a top 4 here. Everard, we have to look in over his shoulder. Johnny Sukas. Here we go. Getting ready. Looks like a good start. Got the Patrick down this bottom end. Alexander Kuzan maybe, or maybe Noah Vinter. Got the pink helmet going on. Yamada on that duotone. We've got John Sukas up this top end. It's actually changed over to the Patrick foil. Actually, I say that. That's John Sukas up the front. It's Everard a little bit further back. Obviously, John Sukas on the Wii 1 boards. Everard on the Patrick. We've got Pierre Mortafon on the Neil Pride and FMX. And it is Mortafon round, then Sukas round. Couple of pumps from Johnny Sukas. Looking good. And Noah Vinter is pushing Everard here. Alexander Kuzan. There's 5 kind of seeded riders here, and obviously only 4 go through. And then we've got the Japanese contingent who could cause upsets. Tomizawa has been the man in previous years to cause some problems. But it is Mortafon leading. Sukas, though, pushing hard. Good to see the young guys pushing through. So Mortafon round in first, then Sukas. Then we've got, Cousin. He always goes with the smaller front wing, and this could be costing him here because he's not flying. And here comes Everard, and Alexander Cousin's in trouble here. Just cannot find the lift. Oh, he's really struggling. Really struggling. He's got the top end speed, but he's just struggling for lift right now. I know he does tend to go smaller as soon as he can, and that can be costly when you get those holes in the wind. So he's got a bit of work to do here, Alexander Cousin. He was looking so comfortable, and now he's got a lot of ground to make up. Pierre Mortafon looking good out in front, though. John Sukas as well. Could this be his competition? I mean, he was really up there in silt as well, making final after final. But keep your eye on that 5th place. This is bad news for Alexander Cousin fans because he is really out of it now. He needs a mistake. Oh, and he's touching down again. He really looks like he just hasn't got the lift. He's punching the sail. I don't know if he's... Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a hole, but no one else is struggling. You know, it's not... He is the only one. So what can you say? Look, you see Tomizawa come round and flies all the way through. I mean, he can only blame equipment choice. I don't think he can, blame the conditions. He gambled maybe on the smaller stuff. We don't know, but you would imagine so. And obviously that's gains your top end speed, but you lose the bottom end. And then the other guys are having to, probably live with it at the top end on bigger stuff. But when they get the lighter stuff, they get the advantage. So there's always a gamble in racing. And look at this. John Sukas is actually going to finish ahead of Pierre Mortafon. Is this a sign of things to come? Like I said, he has changed over to the Patrick foil, which I think they can do if they get new sponsorship. So Sukas wins it. Pierre Mortafon second. 3rd place looks like Vinter. And then it will be Cyril Everard taking the 4th spot. And it is Tomizawa in 5th. And obviously Alexander Cousin will not be making it. He started the year so well, Cousin. Was he not in the top 3 in Guadeloupe? Yeah, 3rd. Wow. That is not what he wanted out in the first round here, especially with the way the forecast is looking. How many eliminations will we get through? Looking at the forecast, you might think it's not going to be a huge amount. We've got quite a big fleet. It does probably take a couple of hours maybe to run one elimination. Okay, next up will be heat number 7. And they are lining up on the start. We've got Vrieswijk in this, Vonk, Van der Berg. We've got Macker, Riegler, Akida, Koyinda, and Kanagami. There are some light spots. Who will that favour? That's the question. A lot of pumping going on off that start. Let's hope the wind stays around for at least to finish this elimination. You can already see there are some holes out there. Anyone who's gambled on the smaller stuff will pay the price, no doubt about it. So you've got Van der Berg on the 0.7. You've got Mode Vrieswijk on the 0.7. That looks like Jordi Vonk on the duotone. We've got the Neil Pride of Macker from France. So it's Vonk, Macker, Amada Vrieswijk, and then Van der Berg. That's your top 4. And it will be Vonk that will go round in first place. So Jordi Vonk in first, Macker in second, Amado in third, looking for the inside line. And we've got Van der Berg. Well, the Severn just cutting inside the 2. Pushing through, Japanese crew. Kanagami, Ikeda. But the PWA regulars are taking up the top 4 spots at the moment. As Riegler trying to make his way back through the pack. Koyinda, Japan 22. As the young guy, I'm sure they're IQ foil guys, the way they're pumping. Jordi Vonk, though, little bit of a backwind on that jibe, but makes it round. Inside, lovely jibe from Amado Vreeswijk. Then we've got Macker just touching down. You can see a few of the boys are really having to keep the foil going. Macker really struggling here. Keep your eye on that Neil Pride. This could be a really bad run here for Macker. Oh, and a few of the boys not keeping it going. Who will keep it going? Riegler is determined not to let it go, and he could overtake Macker here. I like this type of racing. I mean, you know, you can't be on your smaller stuff in these conditions. I mean, I find it, I like it. There's a lot of fitness going on. There's obviously holes in the course, but the gamble of going small, if it picks up, it will pay off. The gamble of going big, if it drops, it will pay off. Oh, it's been cancelled. I don't know. Not sure about that. Well, let me know in the comments what you think. I thought there was 4 guys flying. You could see it was fitness that got Riegler through that hole. Oh, it's not good news, though, is it? If it's already going light, this is not what we wanted to see. We wanted to get through this round nice and clean. The way the forecast is looking, we need to be pumping out at least an elimination today. So we have got the next heat already in sequence. So heat 8 is already in sequence. And then after heat 8, if that carries on, we will be rerunning heat number 7. Yellow flag is up on the boat. Here we go, heat number 8. Big guns in this. Yakino, Mattis, Struismar, and So. Obviously, we've got 4 other riders in this, which will be Kenta. We've got the Wolf. Definitely could cause an upset here. We've got a Nami in this as well. And Yoshihiro. Yoshihiro was the guy, actually, that qualified from that first round. So, good one from him. Japan 317. So, could the Wolf push someone out here? Yakino needs to get through every heat now to have a comfortable one. But the way the conditions are, it's a scary position. Obviously, he's got a lead, but any mistakes, we're not. I don't know if we're going to even get a discard at this competition. Are we going to make 3 eliminations? This could be pretty nerve-wracking, going for your world title in this sort of stuff. Oh, there's a little moment down that pin end there. It looks like a clean start, though. Bit of pumping going on. Matteo Yukino with a great start, though. Looking good for the current tour leader. And it is. The Wolf is looking good. The Wolf in the lead. Yukino in second place. Then we've got Johan So on the Patrick. And then we've got Struismar on the GA. We've got Mattis on the GA. And then we've got Kenta. Could Kenta, one of the top Japanese riders, because he's caused some upsets here. So Kenta's on the 0.7, but it is Matteo Yukino that cruises round in first place. Second place, the Wolf. Then we've got Johan So. Then Struismar, it looks like. Oh, and then it looks like Mattis may be dropping off. Or that maybe is Struismar, actually, it dropped off at the first mark. Definitely some holes. But you can see when the top 4 get away from the pack, to me, if there's 4 riders foiling, the race carries on. I think that should be the rule. If 4 riders are foiling, carries on. Because, you know, they are cruising. They've done everything they need to do. They've got a good start. They've got clean air. They're obviously, you know, in theory, the better riders. So, how can you judge the race when you're outside the top 4? But there we go. Yakino making it happen. The Wolf looking good. Johan So also probably on his 9-0 in 3rd place. Question is, who's in 4th? Is it Mattis? Is it Strozmar? You would imagine it's Alexis Mattis. Oh, crashes out. Not sure where we are with that one, but we've got definitely 4 riders clean ahead of the rest of the pack. I mean, the other guys aren't even foiling. You just see the difference. So Yakino controlling it. The Wolf looking good. Johan So also solid. And then we think it's Alexis Mattis. Yeah, I'm sure that's Alexis Mattis in 4th place. 1 jibe mark to go. Looks like this will count. It's going to be on the edge. You know, that's the type of racing that is happening. And it can be exciting, this slight win racing, when it is like this. As long as we don't be, you know, not cancelling races all the time. I'm not sure, which I probably should know, what the official rule is on the PWA. I know there's a 7-knot win minimum, in theory. But Yakino is light there. But look, that's the, you know, if you can keep that thing going, if you've got enough lift from the foil and you can keep momentum, keep the speed up, you'll keep the lift. And that's the skill. Obviously a bit different to obviously going fast, but it's an added thing that you need to do. And a world champion needs to do it, and he's doing right that. I mean, he's doing that right now, I should say. Matteo Yakino, current tour leader, going for that world title. And this was one of the lighter races, and he's looked very comfortable. If there was any question marks, obviously this is the first round, but he's looking good. Matteo Yakino. Wolf in 2nd, already pushing people out. Then we've got Johan So. Didn't really make any indents in the top 2 there, Johan, but safely qualifies. And then Alexis Mattis in 4th place. There we go. Going for the resale of heat number 7 at the moment. It's postponed on the boat. I mean, if we can get through this heat, we've then got 3 heats to get a result in this first elimination, which is pretty big. We're hearing 6 to 8 knots at the moment on the course, so it's light.
Attention riders, the wind is dropping 6 to 8 knots.
Oh, so they're allowing the riders to come back and change their gear. Yeah, so they're changing gear. I think that's what it is. It was windier this morning. You know, the difference being is if you gambled on the smaller gear, you need to be given chance to come back and change it. Again, you can look at that different ways. The guys that gambled on the big gear, if it had got windy, would they have stopped the racing? No. But that's just how it is. So they've got to give them chance to come back, change to get their bigger sails, or I'm sure they're all on the big front wings. Well, you'd hope they will be, but it's not a guarantee. So there'll be a quick turnaround now. But we've already got our first semi-final, which is Hooper, Rakowski, Colombo, Preen, Sukas, Mortafon, Vinter, and Everard. That is your first semi-final. We've got 4 riders in the second semi-final, which is Yakino, Mattis, So, and the Wolf. And we're just looking for the extra 4 riders, which will come from heat number 7. But again, if you just tuned in, the Z flag is up. They're able to come back, put their maybe bigger stuff on if they haven't already done so. When we went round and we did our walk around earlier, we could see a few people not taking their biggest stuff. Their biggest stuff is for the super light stuff. And this morning it was, you know, there was some big gusts. So 6 to 11 knots on the course. Let's have a look at the comments, see who's tuning in. Are we going to have some interviews? Maybe we'll be able to grab a few little interviews just to hear what's been happening out there in the water. Okay. Okay, so we won't be having anything. What we might do is we might take an ad break, and we'll show you some shots, obviously, of the riders coming in, changing gear, give you an idea of what they're actually changing. Even just visually seeing it will get a much better idea, but there's definitely a bigger sale going on. I'm not sure they were on their biggest sales earlier. Yeah, there we go. So Pierre Mortefont going bigger, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe he was on his big stuff.
空港に着いた時からワクワクが始まる。飛行機の迫力、空からの景色、気持ちはぐんぐん高まっていく。空旅にしかないハイな気分があるんだ。 ANA。
穏やかな風とともに揺られて京急に乗って自由気ままな一人旅。自然の美しさに包まれた三浦の街はどこかノスタルジックでとても温かく、私に元気をくれる。
こんにちは。
こんにちは。
お魚すごいですね。
全部これ岬の魚。
長く続くお店から新しいお店まで、美味しいものから自然に触れる体験まで溢れている。心のざわめきが風や波とともに穏やかに消えていく気がする。心地よい三浦半島。
空港に着いた時からワクワクが始まる。飛行機の迫力、空からの景色、気持ちはぐんぐん高まっていく。空旅にしかないハイな気分があるんだ。 ANA。
Okay, we are live then by the sounds of it. Red flag is up and we are going back into heat number 7. This is the resale of heat number 7 that got cancelled. If you are just joining us, all the riders have headed back to the beach to change for their bigger gear. So no excuses now, but there is a little bit of holes on the course. We're hearing 6 to 10 knots on the course, so it will need conditions to play ball if we're going to get through this elimination. The forecast is usually stronger in the morning and then it drifts off during the later morning and afternoon. So this is the window. If we're going to get an elimination done, it needs to really happen now. Not that I'm a weatherman, but that's kind of what we've seen in Japan over the years. That morning stuff is the strongest. We are hoping it might be a bit windier at this moment in time, but it's definitely completable. We've got through 7 heats already. but we've had one cancellation, which we are rerunning. That's why we're rerunning heat number 7 coming up. So who is in heat number 7, I hear you ask? Well, we've got Amada Vrieswijk in this one. We've got Jordi Vonk, Van der Berg. We've got Maka, Riegler, Ikeda. We've got Kayinda and Kanagami. So that is how we are looking. Will we see any upsets to the seeded riders? Well, in these lighter winds, you never know. I think if 4 riders are fully foiling through the course, I don't think we're going to see many cancellations unless it's the, you know, the top 4 that all drop off the foil and then somebody comes through. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But it's definitely on the edge. Who's your money on? Obviously, world titles are on the line. We've already got 12 riders in the semi-finals already. The first 8 in the first semi-final. Hooper, Rakowski, Colombo, Preen, Sukas, Mortafon, Winter and Everard. So a lot of the young guys getting through. Everard's up there. Winter's up there. Sukas. Yeah, good to see. Good to see. Could we see this event giving us someone new on the podium? Could Johnny Sukas be that guy? He's pushing 100 kilos at the moment, so he's got the weight. He's changed to the probably most popular foil, or not even probably the most popular foil in the fleet, which is the Ion foil, the Patrick foil. Will that make a difference? Maybe. We know he's quick. Results have been getting better. Could he do the damage? What will be the final piece in the jigsaw? The confidence is always that one thing, and he's getting that. He's making all the finals in silt will give him the confidence. He was changing the baton earlier, though, so hopefully he's got that sorted. But here we go. Heat number 7, the rerun, and then we'll go into heat number 9, the first of the semi-finals after this one. So, Maka on that Neil Pride, you can see. We've got Jordi Vonk on the duotone. We've got Van der Berg on the 0.7. Amada Vrieswijk on the other 0.7. A lot of pumping going on. You can see that. Bam, good start. Jordi Vonk right down that bottom end. He was thinking he was a bit early. You could see he went a bit static for a bit. But it's Bob Van der Berg with the best start on the 0.7. Patrick bored by the looks of it. And looking good. Got some speed. I mean, you should see what some of these boys eat for breakfast. It is insane. I don't think I eat that much food in a week. It's crazy. I think a few of them trying to get on some more pounds. You can see Riegler and Maka having a fight here. Could this come down to it? The Neil Pride JP boys fighting for 4th place at the moment. But it will be Bob Van der Berg that's going to go round in 1st place. Jordi Vonk in 2nd. Amada Vrieswijk looking for that inside line. A great jibe from Vrieswijk there. And does some damage over the top of Jordi Vonk as the Neil Pride boys behind him are pumping through. 4th place is going to be hotly contested, I feel, here. With Maka and Riegler. Obviously, if you are just tuning in, maybe you can't sleep. Maybe you've just woke up. You're in Europe. You're thinking, I wonder what's on the YouTube. And you've stumbled across this. We are on with PWA Foil Racing. Last event of the year. World title on the line in the women and the men. And this is heat number 7. Elimination 1. Bob Van der Berg. All back wins there. Not easy to jibe like that. But manages to get through it. But opens the door a little bit for Amada Vrieswijk, Jordi Vonk. It is Maka ahead of Riegler, but it was a good jibe from Riegler, keeping the pressure on. And we got the Japanese contingent behind. 2 jibe marks to go. Riegler waiting for a mistake from Maka. Maka can't afford a mistake, just needs to keep it together. Matching equipment. Matching speed. Penultimate jibe mark. And it will be Amada Vrieswijk round in 1st place. Good jibe from Amado. Bob van der Berg in second. Then we got Jordi Vonk, a little bit light on that jibe mark. Can Riegler make a move? But it's a good jibe there from Macker and just shut the door on Riegler. And that's give him a little bit of breathing room here. That's not what Riegler wanted. He wanted to really put the pressure on going into the last jibe mark. But Macker is the guy who's made the move there and got himself a little bit of breathing room. And that could definitely help as we come round this last jibe mark. There are holes out there. Got to be careful. All the guys on their big stuff. Mardo Vrieswijk safely round. Good jibe from Mardo. Vonk up into second. Good jibe from Vonk. Then we've got Bob van der Berg. Macker. Any mistakes will be punished. Riegler hoping for something from the other boys, but they're not going to give him anything. And it will be the top 4 riders, I feel, barring a disaster on this last reach, that will qualify. It's going to be Amado Vrieswijk qualifying in first place. 0.7, Future Fly. He's got the Z foils. Been working hard with those guys. So Amado Vrieswijk in first. Then we got Jordi Vonk on the duotone. Bob van der Berg on the 0.7. And then it is Macker on the JP Neil Pride in fourth place, with Riegler just missing out. Some good racing. Solid. Let's hope this wind just carries on through the morning and the heat doesn't kill it. Okay, next up, I think we're going straight into the semi-finals of the women. So we should have Erzin in this, Alabau, Davico, Anayama, Sunaga, Saki. We've got Gurk, Kurt Demir, and Geisler. So we've got a couple of new names in this one. Couple coming from the IQ foiling background. Geisler from Norway, keep your eye on her. Kurt Demir, one of the young up-and-coming riders from Turkey. Got a very strong Turkish youth fleets coming through. Obviously, Erzin going for her first world title, really. A proper shot at it this year. Just 2 events. She was second in the first one, so a win here. We'd have to go on count back, but it could give her the world title. Oh, someone is either had an amazing start or is over the line, but I think it's an amazing start. Absolutely killed it. Is that Sunaga maybe? Looks like it might be. We've got Anayama there on the S2 Maui sails. Japan 311. It's Japan 263, which... You're not on my list, so I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Okay, well, we got Japan 71, which is Saki on the Neil Pride. We've got Blanca Alabau on the Severn. This looks like Sunaga. We haven't got that sail number, though, but it does look like Sunaga from Japan. She is... she's been up there quite a lot of times in the past. So I'm not sure. Is that Erzin who's right back? Not in a qualifying position. Can't quite see, but that S2 Maui sails, at the front I'm pretty sure is Anayama, which could mean that it's an absolute disastrous start for Erzin, which, again, looking at the forecast we've got, she cannot afford to start like that if she's wanting to be in this title race. So I think I'm going to go with Sanaga leading, but Blanca Alabao catching up fast at the moment on the Severn and Wee One. Yeah, so Sanaga, Yuki. Oh, and as we say that, big crash from Sanaga. And Blanca Alabao says thank you very much. Anayama from Japan in second place. And Erzin is catching up. She obviously had confidence in her speed, and she has come back from the dead here. She is right up in the qualifying position, just going past the Canadian Girk. So Erzin showing she's got the speed to come back. So Anayama in second place, Blanca Alabao in first. We've got here the Norwegian. It says in third place, which is Geisler. Maybe on the GA. Quite see from here. We have to stay there with the drone so we call them over, but Blanca Alabao definitely leading. And then it's Anayama in second, Geisler in third, Erzin in fourth place, and then Girk in fifth. 4 riders go through to the final. So yeah, she gave, I'm sure, family a bit of a scare there, looking so deep at that first mark. She looks relaxed though. She's got one hand on the boom. She's cruising it. She's had some good results over here in Japan. Lena Erzin. But Blanca Alabao, again, another one who's had some good results here in Japan. Looking very solid on the Wee One Severn combo. Ushi. A few sponsors there, Mr. W. But the Norwegian, Geisler, looking good. She's basically borrowed some gear from what I can understand for this competition and just plugged it together and got on it. And she's up there in second place in this qualifying round and, you know, already showing she's got the speed. Obviously, she's got that racing pedigree from the IQ foil, so we didn't really expect any different, but you never know. But Blanca Alabao will win it, qualifies through to the final. Geisler in second place. And then we've got Erzin in third, and Anayama from Japan makes the final in fourth place. So that is your 4 finalists. The green flag is up. There we go. Straight into the semi-final number 2 for the women, which has Lemaitre. Yeah, Lemaitre. We've got Van der Veen in this. De Jong, Mortefon. Oh, Mortefon coming back. Obviously had a baby in the middle of the year. And this is her first competition back. Says she's not fully trained up, but she won this competition last year, so why not? You know, at some point you've got to get back on the horse, so to speak. But Lemaitre looking good here down this bottom end. New Zealander looking good. We got Bright. Got a very good pedigree, that family. Obviously, mom and dad, Olympic racers. Barbara Kendall, I think she's got a record for the most medals. Obviously, in that windsurfing, I think she's won a medal at every game she's been in. Is it 4 medals? I'd have to check the exact stats, but yeah, when that's your mom, dad also a good racer, then your uncle Bruce Kendall. She's definitely going to have the information. But Lemaitre looking good here in first place. obviously going for the world title. Switched to Patrick this year, and it's looked very comfortable from what we've seen. We've only seen one competition, obviously, which is Guadeloupe, but very assured. Bright in second place. De Jong at the moment out of a final position. We've got Van der Veen in 5th place as well. Obviously 4 riders making it through to the final. And it's Marion Mortefon in 4th place. So we have got a Severn in the mix there. Is that on Nishi? Can't quite see the sail number on the Severn. I guess we'll find out. Hopefully we'll stay on this mark, but Le Métier looking solid. Ooh, a little bit of a outside jibe there, and she's going to lose some ground. Bright back up into 2nd place. Mortefon comes through into 3rd, and it looks like Van der Veen has done some damage, and she goes straight up into 4th place. Oh, that one jibe has just cost you 3 places and a spot in the final by the looks of it. I don't know if we've got the GPS in this one. See if we can bring it up. Let's see if our GPS trackers are on it in this one. Okay. Well, it is Le Métier round in 1st place. 2nd place is Bright. Oh, a little bit of a moment there. I think that was a Nishi on the Severn, but she had to go for it, and it's not really come off there. But Le Métier looking in unstoppable form here. She's going to cruise this semi-final into the final and looking good. 2nd place will be Bright, just looking. Barbara Kendall, gold medal in Barcelona, silver medal in Atlanta, bronze medal in Sydney. She's been to 5 games in total, 11 World Championship medals. I mean, that's a pretty hefty pedigree. And we've seen that with Emma Wilson, obviously Penny Wilson, her mom. So usually runs in the family. I'm sure there's a bit that's rubbing off. So Bright in 2nd. Looks like Marion Mortefon in 3rd makes her final. And then it will be Van der Veen that takes the 4th spot. Bobby Lynn missing out in 5th place. Okay, I think we're going straight up to the men's semi-final next. Here we go, green flag. And this should be hotly contested here. Hooper, Rakowski, Colombo, Preen, Sukas, Mortefon, Vinter, Everard. Will we see some upsets here? Look at that, Johnny Sukas. I told you he's going quick on the Challenger, and we won. Oh, there's a bit of a crash back there. You could see someone lost it at the back. But the young boys, they have been definitely... Oh, another mistake there from one of the Patricks. Out in front, though, looks like Pierre Mortefon on the Neil Pride FMX. And it is Pierre Mortefon, round in 1st. John Sukas in 2nd. Then it looks like Maciek Rakowski. Then we've got Cyril Everard. So 2 of the young boys up there in the top 4. Can they stay there? That's the question. Yeah, so it's Mortefon, Sukas, Rakowski, Everard, and then we've got Hooper and Preen just behind. So a bit of work to do. Obviously 4 riders will make the final, so that 4th and 5th spot will be hotly contested But Sukas has got some speed here. This is, don't forget, this is Pierre Mortefon in the lead. He beat him in that first quarterfinal, and that is another good jibe from John Sukas. Rutkowski looking good. Everard still holding on to that fourth place. He's got Hupert behind him. Another couple of Vinters in there as well. Colombo maybe. The Patrick boys fighting it out at the moment for the fourth spot. Can Everard hold them off? Obviously Everard on the challenger. Rutkowski looking pretty good in third, but Sukas and Mortefon at the front. As we come into the penultimate jibe mark, it will be Mortefon to go round in first place. Sukas on the inside. Looking good. Yeah, looking good. Look at this battle for fourth place here. Hupert's not given up, and he's giving Everard a bit of a run here, and he's actually gone over the top. So Hupert moves up into that qualifying spot of fourth place. He's been racing really well this year, William Hupert. Filled out a bit. Got the speed by the looks of it. And Everard is struggling now to get into that final, with William Hupert moving up into fourth. Rutkowski stays in third. And then Sukas second and Mortefon in first place. No mistakes on the last jibe mark. Everyone cleanly round by the looks of it. Rutkowski. Yep, solid. And then Hupert as well. And Everard is just watching on, going, nah, that was it. That was his chance. That was his moment. But Hupert, a great race from the Frenchman. But I think for what we've seen here, I know I keep saying it, but I think Sukas has got a chance here. You know, you see what he's done with Mortefon in these last races. It's on. It's going to be an interesting final. So Mortefon, Sukas, Rutkowski and Hupert, 4 riders through to Elimination 1 final. What 4 riders will join them? Mr. Matteo Iachino will definitely be hoping to join them. Because, as I said, if you are tuning in, today's forecast is to drop throughout the day. So how many eliminations are we really going to get? Well, we don't know. And then tomorrow doesn't look good. And then the last day does look like the wind comes back from a different direction. So it will be, I think this title race is going to be exciting. With no discards, any mistakes will be punished. Will the nerves get to Matteo Iachino? So far from what we've seen, not at all. He looked in really good form so far. But you never know. It can sometimes not even be in your control what happens out on the race course. So let's see how it plays out. Second semi-final coming up. Elimination 1. Day number 3 here in Japan for the Fly A&A Windsurfing World Cup. Here we go, lining up for the start. There's a few people who looked a little bit like they were trying to slow up there. Ooh, and there was. I'm sure someone's over. Well, we'll have to wait and see. It looked close up that top end, but maybe it's okay. Matteo Iachino down this bottom end. Great start from him. The Wolf as well, looking good. We've got Macker up this top end. Mattis in the middle on the GA. Not looking good for Amado Vrieswijk. Where is he? He's deep. And Bob van der Berg's deep. Johan So looking good. Matteo Iachino and Johan So. And Johan So, look at the speed of the Danish rider as he closes down on the top of the Italian. Psychological games going on as he pumps over the top. So Johan So rounding first. Matteo Iachino just staying out of trouble in second place. Doesn't need to go crazy here. Great jibe again from Amado Vrieswijk. Trying to get his way back into a top 4 here. Get himself into that final. Elimination 1. We've got the Wolf pushing hard in 4th place. Mattis in 3rd. This is going to be a good battle, I think, all the way till the end here. When you've got Amado Vrieswijk out of the qualifying spots and pushing hard, no doubt we're going to see some drama. Johan So, though, controlling this race at the moment. Matteo Yukino just needs to stay out of trouble, get through to that final. So, rounding first, Yukino second. Then we've got Mattis. Then we've got the Wolf. Amado Vrieswijk, great bit of acceleration on that inside, but the Wolf also had a good jibe, and he is not stopping pumping. He's got the leverage, the Wolf. He's a real tall fella. Does like these conditions. Mattis, not an easy customer either. So Amado Vrieswijk's got his work cut out here. This is going to be a tough battle, this. Johan So, this guy just does not make mistakes. He's won his last 3 PWA competitions he's entered. Going for his 4th win in a row. This is just the semi-finals, but it is Johan So who sponsors this year with Patrick. It feels like Patrick has been signing a lot of riders in the last few years. And Amado Vrieswijk's in trouble here. He is in deep trouble with 1 jibe mark to go, and he's lost ground to the Wolf here. The Wolf has actually gained ground on Alexis Mattis. So Amado Vrieswijk, will he be in this first final? At this moment in time, it doesn't look like it. He's going to need an absolute amazing jibe come miracle on the last jibe mark. Johan So surely has this wrapped up. Going to be making that first final. Matteo Yukino looks solid. And then we've got Mattis and the Wolf. Amado Vrieswijk going to have to do something special. Goes for it, but I mean the other 2 guys not making a mistake. Amado Vrieswijk, there's no way he can take that distance out of Alexis Mattis, surely. I feel this is over. Oh, that's going to be a hard one to take for the Bavarian. He's just got to sit there hoping for a miracle. He needs something. He's going to need a blue whale attack or something, but it's not going to happen. Johan So wins it into the final, same as Matteo Yukino, keeping that world title looking good. We've got the Wolf causing the upsets already, and Alexis Mattis, which means Amado Vrieswijk will not be in Elimination 1 final. That is an absolute disaster for the Bavarian. He had a terrible start. I mean, that's kind of been his story this year. When he gets a good start, he's hard to beat. But when he's having to come back in these lighter airs, no matter how fast you are, it's not easy. Everyone's fast out there. So obviously Vonk missed out there, Van der Berg missed out, Macker missed out, and Amado Vrieswijk. Actually, all the 4 riders from heat number 7 were the guys that missed out. Wow. I don't often see that. Okay, just getting ready. I imagine we'd be going winners final for the women. No, we're not. Wow. Okay, so they're gambling on the losers final first. You never know in these light wins what can happen.
Problems with the elimination, so those are losers. That's the winners.
Okay, so I think it looks like the okay, we go. Losers final, runners up final. Here we go. Plenty of people in this one. It's a good start. We are here, and it is a good start. We're going to have to rely a little bit on the GPS in this one. So let's hope it's all good. We got Japan 263 on your screens just then, who he's not on the list. Looks like Davico down that bottom end on the Patrick was going well there. So from France, Davico finished 5th, just missing out on qualification. But she's leading this runners-up final. We've got Kurt Demir, who didn't finish that first one, looking in from Turkey in 2nd place. And we've got Onishi on that 0.7. That's what we usually see in Onishi on the 0.7. A little bit further back, which is Japan 94. We've got Bobby Lin on the Neil Pride in the mix in about 5th place. But Davico from France in this runners-up final, the winner here would get a 9th place. So it's still single digits, which is solid. Once you end up in this runners-up final, you know, you've damage limitation. They all count. Every place is a point. You never know what you're going to have to count if we don't do, you know, that up to 4 eliminations. We need 4 eliminations to get a discard. So Davico round in 1st. Kurt Demir from Turkey in 2nd place. Fighting it out with Japan number 4, which is Nijima. Looks like Sunaga is in there as well. Obviously, she was looking good in that first one till she crashed on the jibe. So Sunaga, sorry. But Davico looking solid, making a good case for, I should have been in the final. Got a nice lead here in this runners-up final. Davico safely round, little touchdown, back up and going. We have had a bit of a change here. Kurt Demir has dropped right back, obviously come off the foil. And we've got Sunaga in 3rd place. We've got Nijima in 2nd. Onishi fighting out with Bobby Lin in 4th and 5th. Oh, Sunaga. Is that Bobby Lin on the Neil Pride coming through? So I'm not quite sure. She has definitely stepped up now. I'm looking out there and I'm not quite marrying up. Oh, there we go. It is now Bobby Lin up into 3rd place. There we go. So Davico leading. Nijima in 2nd. That'll do. Bobby Lin up into 3rd place on your screens now. Nijima keeps it together. Good jibe from the Japanese rider. Bobby Lin as well. Good jibe from the young Bonarian. But it's been a very easy race for Davico. Just controlled it from start to finish. And she will take a 9th place in Elimination 1. Not what she would have wanted. She'd have wanted to be in that final. But this is the next best result. 1st in the runners-up final. So 9th for Davico. It will be 10th for Nijima from Japan. Bobby Lin from Bonaire will take 3rd spot, which is 11th. And it looks like Sunaga in 4th place, followed by Onishi. And then Takahama. And then it's Kurt Demir, Girk from Canada. And then Japan 71. Which is Saki, followed by Looking down my list. Biaggiolini. We'll wait for the official confirmation of those results as we go into the women's final, and they're already lining up. This is big. Like I said, don't know how many eliminations we're going to have here. So Justine Lemaitre can afford to be over. She's definitely not over. Good start from her. Good start in the middle of the fleet. And that looks like Erzin putting on the power now. She's had a great start here. She does like to go big. I think one of the riders on a starboard foil, did someone tell me the other day. So look at this. What a great race this is. Justine Lemaitre getting a fight here, because look at that. He is absolutely powering over the top. Lena Erzin. And we've also got, yes, Bright from New Zealand taking it to the current tour leader as we come into this first mark. It's all about the jibes. Lena Erzin trying to get inside, but it's Bright from New Zealand that goes round in first. Erzin in second. Lemaitre in third. It is all right on it now. We've got Blanca Alabau in fourth place. Sorry, it's not Bright. What am I on about? It's the Norwegian, Geisler. Sorry, apologies. Bright's obviously on the Severn. It's Geisler from Norway. Borrowed gear, just put it together out on the race course. She's dropped back to fourth place now, and it is Lemaitre that takes the lead. Erzin still pushing hard in second place. Blanca Alabau, though, going really well on this reach. And Erzin, surely she's not going to hold it, but she does. Leaving the water there. We thought we'd lost Erzin, but manages to control it, and that is definitely advantage Justine Lemaitre. Erzin somehow stays in second place, and here comes Geisler from Norway on the inside. Some great racing going on here. Marion Mortefon in fourth place, and Blanca Alabau just trying to keep the thing on the foil in third. Erzin still in second after that near absolute disaster on that reach. Look at the pumping going on. Blanca Alabau doing her best impression of a IQ foil rider, and she goes over the top of Geisler from Norway. Great racing in the women's fleet. But all this fighting behind her is playing into Justine Lemaitre's hands, because she is just extending her lead at the front of the pack. Second place, Lena Erzin. This is the way they've finished in Guadeloupe, which has so far been the only foil slalom event of the year. This is the second, and this is the one that determines the world title. A combination of those two results. But Justine Lemaitre not taking anything for granted. Just a few more pumps to keep it going. Geisler looking good in her first ever PWA competition in third place behind Blanca Alabau. Blanca Alabau in third. Then we've got Lena Erzin in second place. But Justine Lemaitre has a little look over her shoulder. Elimination one step closer to a world title in 2025. This is the way she wanted to start the event. One jibe mark to go. Still can't afford any mistakes. Erzin in second, but got a healthy lead here. No pressure. And handles it well. So Lemaitre round, Erzin second, Blanca Alabau. Look at the fight between Mortefon and Geisler here for third and fourth. Erzin safely round, Blanca Alabau round, Geisler. Oh, it's a great jibe from the Norwegian. Marion Mortefon, last year's champion here in Japan. Coming back, obviously, from having a baby. Brought her little girl here. So she's juggling a few things. But one thing's for sure, Elimination one win will go to Justine Lemaitre. That is the way she wanted to start this Fly A&A Windsurfing World Cup in Japan, and puts the title race in good stead so far. Second place, Lena Erzin, so still in the mix after that little scare on the reach. Blanca Alabau will take third place. A great race from Geisler from Norway, who going to keep the girls on her toes this week. I'm sure she could cause some upsets. And then Marion Mortefon has to settle for fifth by the looks of it. Bright in sixth. And then we've got Van der Veen in seventh and Anna Yama in eighth place. Okay, next up, we're going to the men's losers final. Oh, there we go. It's a green flag, and it looks... Oh, it's a general recall. Wow. We don't have the drone to see who it was. We will have to wait and see. Oh, this is the runners-up final. Okay, I was getting a bit excited. If that was the final, that could be massive news. But runners-up final, maybe not as dramatic. It looked like Everard had a good start. So Everard in this one, Colombo, Winter, Preen, Vrieswijk, Macker, Vanderberg, and Vonk. It's interesting, they went for the runners-up final first. Usually they like to go for the winners final, guarantee the result, just in case for whatever happens, the wind just shuts off. So they're obviously confident that the wind is going to stay around, which is good news. But the longer we delay these start times, you know, the longer into the morning it gets, and the maybe sometimes chance of the wind dropping becomes more. I'm just looking at some wind readings this morning. This morning we had 9 to 16 knots before it started to drop a little bit. So who is over the line early? That's the question. Anyone hazard a guess? Having a review of the iPad. Macker, by the sounds of it. Macker could be the man to go over. So it looks like we should have an interview, and that has played out pretty nicely with this general recall. So we might be able to get a sneaky interview before the start of this runners-up final. 3 minutes when that general recall flag comes down. So 3 minutes until the start. Again, it's always interesting, you know, I'm sure we're gonna have an interview with the winner, but it's actually some of the racing that was happening was the second and third places was where everything was going on. I mean, Lemaitre pretty much controlled that thing after the first reach. Didn't have it all her own way on that first reach, so Erzin was pushing hard. Maybe shows a glimpse of what's to come this week. There's Colombo, Switzerland number 2. Yellow flag, 2 minutes to go until the start. So I'm not sure we are going to have an interview by the sounds of it. I thought, okay, we are, okay. Then maybe there will be one before this start. 2 minutes to go. Who's going for the win in this one? Vrieswijk, I'm sure, will be pushing hard. Okay, down to the beach for an interview with Justine Lemaitre, I think.
Justine, taking the opening elimination, talk me through the race.
Yeah, with the timing it was okay start, but I think my option was not so good with the pin because I couldn't accelerate with the wind shift. But in the end, got a nice first drive and then make it safe till the end. So, yeah, happy to kick off with a bullet. Is good.
Is this how you dreamed of it starting?
Yes, it is. But it's so much. It brings pressure because the wind is really tricky, really shifty. There's a lot of new girls who don't really know how it's going to play. So taking the first one is good for the confidence.
What was the setup this morning?
I had my Patrick HA74, my for Slalom board 80, and yeah, the big front wing like 550, and it works so far, so that's good.
And how have you managed the mental pressure of the last couple of days being on the waiting game?
Yeah, I tried to relax the maximum, and when, like yesterday, we were almost racing, I just put myself back in the game, and when it's over, I try to relax again. It's a bit easier in my head than last year, but yeah, it's still quite some pressure.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on this first one.
Yeah, thank you.
There we go, Justine Lemaitre saying how it is, and fair enough. She doesn't know, you know, there's a few new girls in there. We don't know what they're capable of. And saying what we heard from the guys as well, those wind shifts on that first reach. Sometimes you can be down low and you can get sailed over from the top. You get headed, which is when the wind sort of pushes you off the wind. When it's lifted, the wind on this situation would go to the right-hand side and you get lifted and then you get the advantage. But when you get headed down that bottom end, it's not an advantage at all. But this is the runners-up final. We've got Colombo from Switzerland looking good here at the front. Amado Vrieswijk flying in second place. Then we've got Bob van der Berg. We've got Jordi Vonk in there. We've got Noah Winter on the Patrick. Can't really see much from that angle, but you can see the way the boys are lining up. And here we go, Colombo round in first place. Good first mark round in from him. Under pressure from Amado Vrieswijk. Then Bob van der Berg. Noah Winter pushing Jordi Vonk. Then we've got Nico Preen. And looks like Cyril Everard at the moment bringing up in 7th place. Obviously, we lost Macker to the PMS over the line early. Premature start. So at the moment, Colombo trying to hold off a charging Amado Vrieswijk. Vrieswijk did not want to be in this runners-up final. He's going for a podium this year in the overalls, having a big battle with Maciek Rakowski, and it's definitely advantage Poland at the moment in that battle. But Colombo, back wins, manages to get through. Good jibe in the end, but under pressure from Vrieswijk. Bob van der Berg looking good in third. Then Jordi Vonk, Noah Winter, Nico Preen. Can Colombo hold on? I mean, he's a big fellow, Amado Vrieswijk. You can almost just, well, you can't almost, you can see the difference in the sail size. Look at the size, that's probably a, what, 9.0, 8.7, I don't know what the 0.7 is, but it's a big one for Amado Vrieswijk. And it's definitely a smaller one from Colombo, but he's doing well to hold him off. 2 jibe marks to go. Colombo goes in. Good jibe again from Colombo. Good jibe from Vrieswijk. Both of the guys pumping. There's a bit of swell from maybe a few of the boats out there. And Colombo is using that pumping power. He has a look behind him. Sees Amado's gone low. He just cuts over the top of him. Great race at the front of the fleet. This is for the win here in the runners-up final in a 9th place. Not quite sure what's going on with that GPS list. There's about 50 million people in this race according to that. Oh, it's doubled up. But Colombo looking good here to hold off Amado Vrieswijk. 1 jibe mark to go. This is it. Do or die. Is he going to shut the door? Colombo leans to the inside, gets the power on, and just does not stop pumping that thing. He knows he can't rest until he's over that finish line. So Colombo looking for the 9th place, which would be a win here in that runners-up final. Amado Vrieswijk is going to have to settle for 10th by the looks of it. We've got Bob van der Berg in 11th, so to speak. Obviously, 8 riders already in the final, so a win here is 9th. And then obviously we count back from there. But Colombo will take the win ahead of Amado Vrieswijk. Vrieswijk is maybe closing, but not enough time to do it. So Colombo wins it. Vrieswijk in 2nd, so 9th and 10th. 11th place and 3rd here will be Bob van der Berg. Then it looks like Jordi Vonk, then Noah Winter. And then I think Everard Preen. Jordi Vonk. And there we go. Yellow flag is up for the men's final. This is the big one. Mortafon, Sukas, Rakowski, Hooper, So, Yakino, Wolf, Mattis. Well, but got a very quick interview apparently. Let's go.
Blanca, 3rd place in that opening elimination. Talk me through the battle with Lena.
It was hard. I think she's starting to feel the pressure now. She was a bit early in the start, so she made a move like that. So I didn't start my best. And then going to the second mark, I think she touched something or a plastic or I don't know what, but she touched me, and we both did a touchdown. But we managed to keep going, and after I was diving okay, so nobody passed me. But yeah, I have the speed to be a bit more up. Hopefully, not more mistakes.
And do you like racing like this when it's super close with everyone?
Yeah, of course, it's much more fun. Super cool.
Awesome. Well, good luck in the next one.
Thank you.
Okay, here we go. Into the men's winners final. That was Blanca Alabao, obviously talking about her battle with Lena Erzin. That was super close. Erzin, impressive stuff to stay on the board to finish second. Blanca obviously in third place. So some great racing from the girls. Okay, men's winners final. Who is going to get this? Could we see any new guys up in the podium places? Will we see Matteo Yukino open up with a bullet? Will Johan So going for his fourth win in a row? Mortafon, Sukas, Rakowski, Hooper, So, Yukino, Wolf, Mattis. Here we go, lining up. Will the shifts play into the hands of the hopefuls? It's a green flag. It's a good start. Good start down that bottom end from Johan So on the Patrick. We got Maciek Rakowski, I think, with a good start on the Neil Pride. Mortafon a little bit further back. We've got Yukino looking good in probably second place at the moment, but it all depends on the wind shifts. If we see a header coming down this first reach, it will change the game a little bit. But look at this, Johan So just keeping a few more pumps in this. Probably on his 9.0, which is his big sail. 550 front wing. This is a view from the top. This is Alexis Mattis and the Wolf. But we can see there, Pierre Mortafon, Maciek Rakowski, Matteo Yukino, Johan So. Matteo Yukino will not mind being behind Johan So for this. He's all about the world title. Obviously, a win here in Japan would guarantee that, but so would a second place. And I'm pretty sure he'd take a world title over, pushing for the win. But no doubt about it, the guy is competitive. He wants to win. Johan So, though, he wants to win too, and he's doing just that at the moment. He's been in unstoppable form at all the last competitions he's done. 100 kilos of pretty much pure muscle. So Johan leading as we come into that second mark. Matteo Yukino just looking so solid this year. Opened up that first competition in Guadeloupe and just looked like this was his year. You can see Pierre Mortafon, which is his closest challenger, in fourth place at the moment, and Maciek Rakowski up in third place. He wants a podium here in Japan, no doubt about it. Wants to be in the podium for the overalls, and with Amado being in that runners-up final, that is definitely advantage to Maciek Rakowski. Got in the podium on silt ahead of Pierre Mortafon. And Johan So, though, out in front ahead of Yukino. What will happen here? 2 jibe marks to go. So, consistent as ever, same as Yukino. Rakowski in third, Pierre Mortafon in fourth. Couple of pumps from the Polish rider. French man, Pierre Mortafon in fourth. Obviously both on Neil Pride sails now with all the drama that Pierre Mortafon has had this year. A bit of a switch around. Started the year on Phantom foils and sails. Now he's on FMX and Neil Pride, and he's pushing here. Maciek Rakowski. Johan So, though, cruises round in first. Matteo Yukino will totally take a second place here as long as it's Johan that's ahead of him. Maciek Rakowski goes to the inside. Pierre Mortafon trying to make a move, but I don't think he's going to get the Polish rider here. Maciek looking in control. Haven't really seen John Sukas. I thought we might see a challenge from Sukas in this. Pierre Mortafon going low. He's having a go at the Polish rider. Surely Maciek will have this, although it's not a foregone conclusion. But one thing that is a foregone conclusion right now is Johan So winning races, and he does that in Elimination 1. Slight fist pump, and Mortafon has took out Maciek Rakowski to take the third place. Maciek has to settle for fourth. He's going to be upset with that. Pierre Mortafon sailing underneath Maciek Rakowski on the last reach. What a great last reach from Mortafon. Not what he wanted. These places are going to be big, because we're not going to have many races this week, so every place will count. Who knows? We might not even end up with a discard. I mean, we might, but there's no guarantees. One thing's for sure, though. He won't need a discard if he carries on like this. Johan So, another bullet to add to his list. Still a young rider. Not done all the competitions this year. Didn't do Guadeloupe. So is not in a shot with a world title, but he is picking up event win after event win. Which is why, obviously, Patrick signed him up this year. They knew he wasn't going to be doing everything, but they were happy to say, look, if you want to do your Olympic campaign, fine. As long as you're doing a few PWAs, we're in for it. So impressive stuff from the Danish man. We'll give you those official results as they trickle in. But Johan So, we know, won it. Second place, Matteo Kino, keeping that world title alive. No mistakes in that first round. You know, a second behind Johan is fine. It was the same thinking when he was in Silt. He knows Johan's not in for that world title. Yes, he wants to win competitions, but the world title will be way more important. And does he want to risk it all, you know, for a mistake? Probably not. That world title will mean more. Third place, Pierre Mortafon. Great comeback from him. You know, nothing wrong with the jibe from Maciek Rakowski on that last reach, but tactics from Mortafon to go low. Only we'll know what exactly happened if we speak to Maciek. Was it just out and out board speed? Was there a shift from the downwind? I think if you give yourself the opportunity, it can go both ways. If you get headed, you're going to lose out. If you get lifted, you could end up smelling the roses. And I think that's maybe what we saw from Mortafon. Yeah, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be coming back to you with the interviews. So stay tuned.
空港に着いた時からワクワクが始まる。飛行機の迫力、空からの景色、気持ちはぐんぐん高まっていく。空旅にしかないハイな気分があるんだ。ANA。
穏やかな風とともに揺られて京急に乗って自由気ままな一人旅。自然の美しさに包まれた三浦の街はどこかノスタルジックでとても温かく、私に元気をくれる。
こんにちは。
こんにちは。
お魚すごいですね。
全部これ三崎です。
長く続くお店から新しいお店まで、美味しいものから自然に触れる体験まであふれている。心のざわめきが風や波とともに穏やかに消えていく気がする。 強い三浦半島。
空港に着いた時からワクワクが始まる。飛行機の迫力、空からの景色、気持ちはぐんぐん高まっていく。空旅にしかないハイな気分があるんだ。 ANA。
Okay, interview with Matteo Yukino coming up.
Matteo, second in that opening elimination, but solid positioning for the world title race. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, I think, as I said, I want to take day by day, race by race. I had a good start, and I try to control it. And I was a little quicker maybe than Johan on starboard tack, but he's such a solid racer that would have been risky to attack him. So, yeah.
Do you think about racing with Johan, or are you more thinking about the rest of the fleet?
I just try to do my best in that elimination, trying not to think about anything else, because otherwise your mind goes somewhere else. It's not the best thing.
And what was the setup this morning?
Yeah, it was an 8.0 before, full power, but the wind quickly dropped, and now we kind of stabilized them 9.0 powered up, so it's good.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
There we go, Matteo. Of course. That was Matteo Yukino, obviously. I mean, professional. He's been in this situation plenty of times before. He knows the drill. Don't get carried away. Keep it safe. Like I said, if he'd needed to win to take the world title, maybe he does something different. But he doesn't need to win. He needs to be consistent. He needs to just be up there. Does it matter if Johan's ahead of him? Not particularly. Mortefon up for the interview next. I'll be interested to see what happened on that last reach.
Pierre, what a battle you had with Maciek. Talk me through it.
Yeah, I think he had the best start on the middle. He didn't have a really good start. It's super tricky on the starting area. But then I knew that I was maybe touch faster, and I was always coming back. But then at the mark he was pointing, then he was jabbing well and not too much mistake. So at the last reach I say, yeah, let's go. And it worked good.
And what was the setup that you were on this morning?
The biggest, I'm on 8.7, 158 and with the big wing.
And in competitions like this where you know that it's going to be maybe only 1, 2, 3 eliminations, does that put more pressure on you?
A little bit. But we know how to deal with it.
Awesome. Well, good luck in the next one.
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing. It is. There's pressure. But these boys have been there. They've done it before. They know the drill. And that's why they are so consistent. They know exactly what they're doing. They know how to handle that pressure. Doesn't always go right, but it definitely can. Are we having any more interviews? That's the question. We are definitely having more interviews with the winner, Johan So.
Johan, the perfect start to the race here in Japan. Talk me through the race for you.
Yeah, I had a good start from the bottom, and I think I have to watch, but I was pretty much leading from the start. And then, I was just doing my own thing, but Matteo was quite close, so I could really feel he was there. But I think it was a good race.
When you're out in front like you are, do you look behind you or do you just kind of feel the people around you?
I think a little bit of both for sure. I look like try and control the fleet a little bit to my advantage. So both.
And what size were you on this morning?
I was first on the 8, but now I took everything big, so the 9.0.
And do you think having the 9.0 is a real advantage in these conditions?
Yeah, I think especially here because actually there is some quite strong gust, but it's super shifty and also some big lulls. So it's nice to have some extra sail to play around with.
And is your front wing the same size as everyone else's, or is yours a bit bigger?
No, it's the same as everybody else. It's the 550.
Awesome. Well, congratulations this morning and good luck in the next one.
Thank you.
Yeah, there we go. Cool, calm and collected. He is a machine. He is a machine. Let's see how it works out. He's got mixed memories, I think, from here in Japan. So, let's see. Let's see. Okay, stay tuned. We are coming up with more racing. We're going to take a short break, maybe 20 minutes. We'll have to check the live ticker, but I think it's around 20 minutes' time. We'll be going back into racing. Elimination 2 coming up. Stay tuned.
空港に着いた時からワクワクが始まる。飛行機の迫力、空からの景色、気持ちはぐんぐん高まっていく。空旅にしかないハイな気分があるんだ。 ANA。
穏やかな風とともに揺られて京急に乗って自由気ままな一人旅。自然の美しさに包まれた三浦の街はどこかノスタルジックでとても温かく、私に元気をくれる。
こんにちは。
こんにちは。
お魚すごいですね。
全部これ岬の魚。
長く続くお店から新しいお店まで、美味しいものから自然に触れる体験まで溢れている。心のざわめきが風や波とともに穏やかに消えていく気がする。心地よい三浦半島。
空港に着いた時からワクワクが始まる。飛行機の迫力、空からの景色、気持ちはぐんぐん高まっていく。空旅にしかないハイな気分があるんだ。 ANA。
Two on day 3 of this Fly ANA Windsurfing World Cup here in Japan. We've already had one elimination, Johan So, the winner in the men. But where was the reigning tour leader? Well, he was actually in second place. But we are kicking off now with Elimination 2. We got Tomizawa in this 5 times at the Olympics. He's one of the top Japanese riders. We've got Ikeda in this. We've got Kenta, another one of the top Japanese riders, actually both in this heat. Kenta leading the Japanese tour at the moment. We've got Koindo, one of the longest standing guys on the PWA tour. We've got Takeda, we've got Misashima, Nakajima and Kutsuma. So full Japanese fleet here. Full 8 riders, all Japanese. So I would hazard a guess we're going to have 4 Japanese riders through to the quarterfinals. But which 4 riders will they be? The wind has actually stabilized, they said, which is good news for this second elimination. We've got local time of 11:13 on the clock. So who's still up in Europe watching? If you're not in Europe, where are you watching from? Who you cheering for? Who are we going to see at the front of the fleet? Who's going to win the world title? Billy's gone to bed, he says. Is that enough? 140. Well, that was a while ago. He's probably fast asleep by now. Richmond. Hi, Ben. Cheers from Tahiti. Tahiti, there we go. The start is coming up thick and fast. Bam. Good start down this bottom end. That is our Olympic man, Tomizawa, Japan 11. We've got Kenta in this one. Should be on the 0.7 sail, looking about 4th place at the moment. We're expecting to see Ikeda, Japan 5 up there. And I think it is Japan 5 that's leading. So Ikeda leading, Tomizawa in 2nd place, and then Japan 5-6-2, which is Takeda. And Kenta putting in some speed here on the 0.7 sail. So leading the Japanese tour at the moment. He's going to have to find a good jibe here on the outside. Not easy, as Tomizawa gets a little bit stuck behind and gives Koyinda a chance to catch up a little bit on the loft sail. Very loyal people, the Japanese. I can tell that just from the sponsors that these guys have had over the years. It's very rare you see them switching around sponsorships. Koyinda on that loft sail, as far as I can remember, he's always been on loft sails. Tomizawa as well on the Severn. And then out in the lead at the moment, which is Ikeda. Japan 5. Also Takeda looking pretty solid as well. So Ikeda round in 1st place. Maybe there's some IQ foil influence here. You can see the Severn and starboard. Tomizawa in 3rd. Kenta in 4th place. But Ikeda looking good. Showing some good skills here. I'll have to give you some information on Japan 5. Is he one of the younger crew pushing through, or has he got a bit of experience? That's the question. But we've got 1, 2, 3 at the moment for Severn and starboard. Ikeda, good jibe from the Japanese rider out in front. Really staying ahead of the competition, looking good. Has a quick look over his shoulder. Kenta struggling to push through into that 3rd place. Tomizawa moving up, battling for 2nd and 3rd. But Ikeda looking very comfortable out in the lead. It should be a very easy qualification for the top 4, very clear ahead of the 5th place rider. So I don't think we're going to see too much drama in this opening race of the 2nd elimination. Tomizawa looking to go on the inside here of Takeda. And Kenta will be happy to settle for 4th. It just needs to be in a qualifying spot. Although Tomizawa is going to overtake Takeda here down the last reach. I mean, 5 times to the Olympics. That's what I heard the other day. That's 20 years of Olympics. It's actually probably not 20 years of Olympics, but usually if you compare, Olympic campaigns, 4 years. Good Joe. So, Ikeda, Tomizawa, Takeda, and Kenta, all 4 Japanese riders through to the quarterfinals, where they will face Mortefon, Sukas, Vanderberg, and Everard. I think the big battle for the Japanese riders, going against the sort of tour veterans or the regular tour sailors, is to get into those semi-finals. That's the goal. You making that top 16, which is the semi-finals, that's a pretty good result, I would say. Not easy to break into the top 16. Some fast guys, there's some big boys out there. Like I said before, you see these guys at breakfast, it's just different animals. I don't know where they put it all. Actually, I do. Whoa, 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 what's happening there? It's a good start by the looks of it. Good start out there on the race course. We've got Stallman in this, Struesmar in this, so 2 of the GA boys. Tour regulars, expecting them to be up in the front, which by the looks of it they are. Struesmar down this bottom end, Stallman up the top end, and then it looks like a fight for the third and fourth. Yamada on the duotone. We got Kanagami in this one, always one to watch. Japan 16. Got Nakajima as well. But it will be Scotty Stallman round in first place, followed by Struesmar, followed by Yamada. It does look... Ooh, crash there. Yamada goes through in third. And it looks like it is Kanagami in fourth place at the moment. So he's always one to watch, Kanagami. Always puts in some really consistent results. Pushing hard at the top of Yamada here. Out in front though, Scotty Stallman on the GA. Didn't go all his way in the first one, hence why he's in this first round. Same with Struesmar, dropped off the foil, couldn't get back on. Again, big fella, Struesmar, really tall. He's got to be around the 100 kilos. No doubt about it. A lot of these young guys are pushing 100. Which seems to be the weight they're going for. Kanagami and Yamada, third and fourth in this early round of Elimination 2. Let's have a look at the comments. We've got Guadalupe tuning in, Aero Works. We've got Mixed Hooks Ace from Perth tuning in, Western Australia. The Stream Factory, Mr. Finn North still up. Hope the missus is all good, man. Good to see him tuning in for a bit of foil racing. He is a big advocate of foil these days. It's his own tour. Obviously supporting Johan So, the Danish contingent. But this is looking pretty controlled from Kanagami and Yamada. Third and fourth, you've got Stallman at the front with Struesmar at the moment in second place. Yeah, solid from Scotty. Kanagami just challenging Yamada. These two have been at it the whole race. Trying to go to the inside here, Kanagami. Leaves a bit of room, doesn't need to push. Top four will do it. We've got Street Sailor enjoying the live from San Diego, US of A. I say it's always interesting actually to see who tunes in on these different time zones. Obviously Europe, it's a hard one. Probably what, 2:30 in the morning or something like that, 3:30 in the morning. And there we go, confirmation of it. Stallman, Struesmar, Yamada just hold on to that third place, and Kanagami in fourth place. Street Sailor, is that, do you do a bit of street sailing? I've been seeing a bit of the boys on social media doing, well, I say boys, there's definitely one French guy I keep seeing on the skate park in the sort of bowls with a windsurfing sail and skateboard. It looks pretty impressive. Actually, it looks like proper wave riding. Impressive stuff. All right, next up, what have we got? We've got heat number 3. Got Riegler in this one. We've got John Wayne. Oh no, it's just Wayne from Hong Kong. And then the rest are the Japanese. We've got Tajima in this one. Keep your eye on him. Japan 75. We've got Kuragano, 8:01. Kaku, Japan 28. We've got Kojima, Japan 40. Katsuno, which is Japan 52. And Masaki, Japan 97. So 8:01 with a big Japanese flag on it. Easy to see him. And there's Tajima. He helped us out with the Japanese talent spotting yesterday. Speaks superb English. And yeah, 17th on the tour last year, I think. And he's going to go around in first place. Ooh, getting pushed hard on the inside there by Kuragano. And then Riegler coming through on the Neil Pride up the top end from Austria. Where's that sail? Am I going confused? Oh, it's the Patrick IQ foil sail, maybe. I was just wondering what that was for a second. But Riegler putting some good speed down this reach. We've got Japan 52 there with the no cam. Still in the game. Japan 52 is Katsuno. Suro. Riegler through nicely. Kuragano and Tajima. All good. That fourth place is not guaranteed just yet. Riga looking good. Hong Kong 322. Where is Wayne? Wayne. Oh, little moment there from Riegler. Can't get too complacent. Needs to keep it going. Got Tajima in third place still. I'll say still, actually. He was in second. It's Kuragano that's moved up. There's the battle. Still on. Remember, top four riders will go through to the next round. That's what you're aiming for. Doesn't matter where you finish in that top four, as long as you're in the top four. So Riegler safely round. Kuragano. Go Wayne. Wayne needs to keep it together. He's still got a chance of this fourth spot. We've got Japan 28 is there at the moment, which is Kaku. Will there be any mistakes from Kaku? He touches down, but Wayne also touches down. Oh, it's not going to be enough, I don't think. Riegler will win it, though. Get himself in the quarterfinals. Safely through the Austrian. Kuragano in second place. And it is Tajima in third. And fourth will be Kaku, by the looks of it. Wayne's going to miss out, the Hong Konger. That is your four riders into the quarterfinals. They will join Rakowski, Wolf, Vonk and Vinter. Not an easy quarterfinal, that. But any easy, I'm not quite sure. Just confirming the guys already through. We've had Akida, Tomizawa, Takeda, Kenta through. We've had Storman, Struzma, Yamada and Kanagami. Ooh, it was a close one down this bottom end, wasn't it, on the GA? Here we've got in this, we've got Anami in this, Japan 60. We've got Makoto, Japan 182. We've got Cousin. Yeah, he doesn't want to be in this first round. Yoshihiro. We've got Kitahara. We've got Nu. Kimura. And Yoki. No prizes for guessing who's in front. Alexander Cousin, we're not used to seeing him in the first round. Finished third at the first event in Guadeloupe. So, disastrous real start for him. Didn't make it out of the quarterfinals in that first elimination. I think he gambled on too small a gear. We've got Anami in this one. Japan 60 in second place. And then we've got Japan 317, which is Yoshihiro. And Japan 182, which is Makoto. Actually, we've got 550s up there, which is Inu. So this is, if you are tuning in, this is the first round. We'll step up the pace as we go into that quarterfinals and semifinals, obviously leading to the final. But Anami looking good here. Oh, not what he wanted. No, it's all gone wrong for the boys here. Here's the wind dropping. You can see there's a big hole on that mark, but I think that was more bad jibing than a hole, but maybe the hole caused the bad jibing. It looks like the top guys are still foiling, so I think they will just let them fight it out. Yeah, they're managing to foil out of the hole, so I think that's all fair game. But it's definitely thrown the cat amongst the pigeons right now in this race. Yeah, just lost it, caught that edge, and then that caused a few problems coming through. So, Alexander Cousin still leading by quite some way. We've got Anami in second place, and then Japan 57 looks into that GPS, which is Kimura, and 182, which is obviously Makoto. Makoto's got some nice bright legs there, easy to spot. The lead of Alex Cousin, who want to keep this thing moving. And Nami as well. Pretty easy qualification for the Japanese rider. There we go, just cruising it around. There is actually, for people who don't know, there is a Japanese stream if you're looking at the numbers, which obviously is in Japanese. So that's the one that the Japanese crew will be tuning into. And they do two streams. They use the same feed, but obviously there's Japanese commentators. And that's on a separate channel. So if you are Japanese, you have to hunt out that. So there we go. Cousin wins it. Anami in second. And then we've got 182, which is Makoto. And 317, looking at the GPS. But 317 is Yoshihiro. Whoa, that was close, wasn't it? Wow, that must have been so close to the drone, giving it a good go. Oh, I think it maybe, Makoto maybe just ahead of Kimura there, but it was close. Kimura right under the drone as we go into the first of the quarterfinals, and there we go. It does look like it's dropping, but the guys are still foiling around. We've got Pierre Mortefon in this. Japan 5-4-2, which is Takida. Or 5-6-2, I should say. We've got John Sukas in this on the Wii1 Challenger. And the 0.7 of Bob van der Berg coming down from the top. But Takida holding it on for the Japanese crew. Got Kenta in this as well, but not really seen the best of him so far. He was the one that pretty much everyone was mentioning. And yeah, I think we might see the best of him still to come. Oh, it's close there. Oh, just jibes inside. As we were talking about, Kenta does a really good jibe. I think he's used to a bit more breeze because he's always looking on the edge at the moment with the foil. Really looking like he's struggling just to keep it flying. So maybe just used to sailing a bit more breeze. Mortefon leading the pack, as we used to see, in Bob van der Berg in second. We've got Sukas in third. And then it looks like Tomizawa is pushing out Cyril Everard at the moment. The Japanese rider, could he be the first Japanese rider to make the semi-finals? A fourth place here would put him in the top 16. Kenta, you can see there, just struggling to get the foil going and gets overtaken by the other boys, which is Akida and Takida. But Mortefon, Tomizawa, I think he was the top Japanese rider at this event last year. Tomizawa, Bob van der Berg, John Sukas, that's your top three. And Tomizawa at the moment leading ahead of Cyril Everard. Everard will want to get back at the Japanese rider, but Tomizawa will be doing his best to stay ahead. He wants to be the top Japanese rider at this event. He said he wants to beat Matteo Yukino, is what he actually said in the interview, which is fair enough. I mean, you've got to aim high. Tomizawa, one jibe to stay ahead of Cyril Everard. Everard from Belgium having a moment here, going for it. He's going for the inside. Tomizawa is not going to take it lying down, and he goes inside Everard. Tomizawa just cuts it through. That should be advantage Japan here. Everard trying to go low, and he's covering him. Great move from the Japanese rider. Just let him take that inside line, and knew he could cut through. And now he's got to hold him off on that last reach, and that will be the battle up front. There's not much to look at. We've got Pierre Mortefon's going to win it. Bob van der Berg in second and Sukas in third. But the real battle is this one. Tomizawa, Cyril Everard, and Everard can do nothing about it. And he is going to go out to the 5 times Olympian. Tomizawa makes it through to the top 16. Our first Japanese rider to make it. Claims it. Good skills. It's what we like to see. Had some good races last year, Tomizawa. Obviously, when you've gone to the Olympics 5 times, you've got the experience. And experience proving that it counts. Pretty hot today here in Japan. After I was moaning it was cold on the first day. It is absolutely cooking right now. And it seems to be, the wind seems to be going well. So maybe we will get a few more eliminations in the bag. Here we go. Good start up that top end. we've got the current World Tour leader in this heat, Yakino. We've got Hooper in this, Vrieswijk, Preen, Stallman, Struesmar, Yamada, and Kanagami. Going to be difficult for the Japanese riders in this one, but don't count them out. At the moment, they're in the mix. But the guy at the front, Matteo Yakino, he is the one putting the pace down. So Yakino rounding first. Then it looks like Struesmar. Oh, not a good jibe from Struesmar though. Going on that outside, Amano Vrieswijk with some work to do. Just looking for, where's our Japanese contingent? But it looks like it is Matteo Yakino. Then we've got William Hooper on the Patrick. We've got Amado Vrieswijk in there on the 0.7. And then it does look like Struesmar on the GA. Preen in 5th place at the moment on the Neil Pride. So Matteo Yakino round. Hooper round. Vrieswijk round. Well, actually, maybe that's Struesmar actually in 5th place. That's Stallman maybe. Oh, look at that. There's a few moments of hand waving, but the top 4 are away. Come on, you can't be fighting for the jibe, get stuck behind someone. I just don't think you can do that. I think that, it's a tough call, but if you're in the lead and you've got clean air, which you've created that lead and that clean air. It's not by chance you're there. So you can't punish the guy for having clean air. If you're fighting, it's going to be harder for you, 100%. That's the disadvantage of being in that fight. I can imagine the frustration, don't get me wrong. If I'm in that position, I'm probably waving my hand too. But, for you guys at home, just so you understand, that's the nature of the race. If you're fighting for those spots, you're not going to get to call that race off or influence the decision. If it's above 7 knots and you've put yourself in a position, or maybe the jibe, or, jibed into a hole, that's part of the game. Matteo Yakino, he's looking pretty solid, isn't he? He is looking cool, calm and collected right now. 2nd place, Hooper. 3rd place, Amado Vrieswijk. That's your top 3. And then in 4th place, it looks like it is Stallman, Scotty Stallman from the UK. And those are the guys that got away after that kind of hole on the last mark where we saw Struesmar getting a little bit frustrated. But the top 4 have cleanly got through this race. And that was the 2nd quarterfinal. So Yakino safely through to the semis. Getting ever so much closer to that world title in 2025. 2nd place, Hooper. 3rd, Amado Vrieswijk. And then 4th is Stallman. Oh, postponement flag is getting threatened. There we go. Postponement flag is up for heat number 7, which would have Maciej Rakowski in it, which got the Wolf in it. He's obviously gone lighter. We got Vonk, Winter, Riegler, Kuragano, Tajima and Kaku. I don't know if we can have any information, but I'm guessing that maybe the wind on that start line got a bit funky. There they go. These are the guys coming in. They won't be starting the Postponement flag is up. I did hear an update on the beach, but I couldn't quite hear what it said. But there is some. They obviously know the reason, so hopefully that will trickle down to me here in the commentary booth at some point. It's the women getting ready. We are coming up to 11:45 local time. So coming up to midday. How long will the wind stay around for? Usually when this sun comes up a lot, it does usually kill the wind a little bit. It likes to be a bit colder from what we're hearing from the locals. So anyone watching from anywhere really random, let me know. Anyone staying up in Europe? What's your trick to staying up late? You on the beers? Cup of tea? Cookies? You sitting down? Lying down? It's always dangerous lying down, watching late night. I have to do late night radio voice. But we will be stepping up the commentary as we come into the semi-finals and finals, and hopefully we get there. But you can see how the wind is getting very patchy right now. Some big holes on the course. We saw Stroesmar getting a little bit upset in that last race. And I mean, it happens, but they were never going to cancel it. Top four cleanly through. He was challenging, pushed into the hole, and yeah, that was it. We've got Basil Jacquin, hi from Canada. What's he doing over in Canada? Is that the Basil Jacquin? I can't imagine there's many. It's not a John Smith type of name, I don't think. Or maybe it is in France. Who knows? Canada. What's he doing? Lumberjacking? Chopping down trees? What do they do in Canada? Moose hunting? Snowboarding? Just likes being in Canada. Let us know. What's the update?
I think it's the wind.
The wind. The wind.
There was no wind on the...
Yes, there was no wind on the run up to the start line. That is why that got cancelled. It is why we've got a slight delay in proceedings. Like I say, this is the time of the day. It starts to get a little bit funky. You can see Ben van der Steen there in the red jacket using his hand like a little bit of a windsock and saying it's flopping from left to right, left to right. And I think that means that's not easy. It's not stable, the wind. And we did this yesterday. We had moments and then it started to go. There was enough wind. So when you looked out there, you were like, well, it looks windy. But the problem was it just was not stable. Bell 29 is in Washington, D.C. 2 Canadians. Windfoil 1000. Canada is on the map. But it's a big place, old Canada, isn't it? Which side of Canada are you watching from? Are you French? That's the point. That might be why Jacquin's over there. It's quite French over there in Canada, isn't it? I didn't do very well in geography. Yeah, actually, Sarah just pointed out that the AP flag isn't even flying. It's up. But it's like a bit of a dead windsock. So this is not looking good, is it? This is not ideal. Windfoil 1000 is on the west coast of Canada. Is that Vancouver? Vancouver, somewhere like that. I stopped in Vancouver once. Met a couple of nutters in the city. I was just walking around. They were just shouting at me. I was like, it was a long time ago. It's probably like, what, early 2000s. And I was like on the way to Hawaii. I was relatively young, I guess. It felt like I was, and I had a bit of a stopover. I thought I'll go for a walk around Vancouver. Oh my God, I was yeah, I think I'll stop talking. We'll do a commercial break, and we'll be back to bring you the action as soon as we have any.
空港に着いた時からワクワクが始まる。飛行機の迫力、空からの景色、気持ちはぐんぐん高まっていく。空旅にしかないハイな気分があるんだ。 ANA。
穏やかな風とともに揺られて京急に乗って自由気ままな一人旅。自然の美しさに包まれた三浦の街はどこかノスタルジックでとても温かく、私に元気をくれる。
こんにちは。
こんにちは。
お魚すごいですね。
全部これ岬の魚。
長く続くお店から新しいお店まで、美味しいものから自然に触れる体験まで溢れている。心のざわめきが風や波とともに穏やかに消えていく気がする。心地よい三浦半島。
空港に着いた時からワクワクが始まる。飛行機の迫力、空からの景色、気持ちはぐんぐん高まっていく。空旅にしかないハイな気分があるんだ。 ANA。
Okay, that is it. You can probably see by your screens the wind's definitely not returned and it's not forecast to. So that is it for day number 3 here in Japan. If you missed the action earlier, it was business as usual. Johan So winning another elimination. Second place, Matteo Yukino keeping that world title dream alive. Pierre Mortefon, good race from him to come back and just overtake Matt Chetwickowski on that last reach. And Fabian Wolf in 5th place. So solid from the boys. In the women, yeah, again, business as usual. Justine Lemaitre taking the first win with Lena Erzin in 2nd place. But that definitely keeps that world title still wide open with only one elimination sailed. Any mistakes will be costly. 3rd place, Blanca Adabao. Good performance from her. Fighting just to get ahead of Marion Mortevon on her comeback trail. And then Geisler from Norway in 5th place, which a really impressive performance from the Norwegian in her first ever PWA event. We did start Elimination 2, but unfortunately not able to finish it. So like I said, that is it. You'll have to join us for day number 4, penultimate day coming up tomorrow. The forecast isn't great, but you never know here in Japan. One thing's for sure, the last day is looking good right now. Wind coming from the other direction and quite strong. So stay tuned, all to play for. Who will win here in Japan? Who will win the world titles? You'll have to stay tuned to find out.